Memphis, Tennessee is the homicide capital of America per capita.
XconMedia.
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you tapping in. Please watch the video all the way through. If you learned something, consider giving me a like and a subscribe. Today, we just going to be talking about Memphis, man. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. We've been hearing for so many years things that's been going on in Memphis. I mean, they had some of the best music, you know what I'm saying, that ever hit them streets with A-Ball and MJG, just to name a few. Listen, Memphis, the folks is coming, man. Like, I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. They seem pretty serious, man. Listen, black people in particular, man, I don't know what all of the problem is. I don't know why YNs got to keep on going until they crash completely out with a life sentence or a death sentence. Let's get to the video real quick, man, and check out what the FBI director, Kash Patel, just said.
Memphis, Tennessee is the homicide capital of America per capita.
Wow. Another violent weekend in Memphis, and now the FBI director is calling the city out on a national stage. By Fox 13's count, Memphis police responded to 7 separate shootings on Sunday alone, 3 more Saturday. 12 people shot, 3 dead, including a 16-year-old girl. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre joining us now with JP. The FBI director said help is on the way.
Yeah, the FBI director, Kash Patel, says he's sending a task force to Tennessee to help fight violent crime. Now, this comes less than a year after the FBI closed its Memphis field office, downgrading its presence in the city to a resident agency. The Memphis and Knoxville offices consolidated into the Nashville office, though most of the 450 FBI employees here in Memphis stayed in the city. Now, in a sit-down interview with Fox News, Patel announced plans to transfer 1,500 agents from Washington, D.C. across the country. And Patel says that includes a task force headed to Tennessee aimed at fighting violent crime in Memphis. He says the transition will begin later this year.
I didn't know this till my confirmation process, but Memphis, Tennessee is the homicide capital of America per capita. Didn't know that. We have a problem there. We're now addressing it. We're rolling out one of our task forces in the state of Tennessee. Our priorities, simple: crush violent crime, defend the homeland.
Meanwhile, Memphis police say violent crime is down this year. The latest police data shows 23 less murders compared to this time last year.
Crime being down. Take that for what it is. Jeremy Pierre, live here in studio.
Well, that's what they say.
I always say it.
We saw 10 shootings in Memphis yesterday. 2 of them in Orange Mound, just hours apart. A 16-year-old girl was killed. Police say somebody shot and killed the girl on Airways Boulevard. Actually, that was Saturday night. An 18-year-old also shot. He's rushed to the hospital in critical condition. And this morning, Fox 13 is working to learn more about that particular shooting. But hours earlier, a man was shot near Park and Josephine. He was rushed to the hospital. He died. Police say 1 person was detained. We're working to learn about any charges.
I'm talking to black people all across the country. Why is it that when we are ignorant, most of us have to keep going until we crash completely out? Why is death or a long, extensive time in prison always the means for you to stop what you're doing? Now, I get it. Some of y'all don't care. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about life. You don't care about yourself. You don't care about your kids. You don't care about your mama. Unless, of course, you get 20 or 30 years in prison, then you seem to care about everybody. But black people, What is the issue? What is the issue? What is the issue? Why must we keep going until we crash completely out? That's what I want you to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself, why? Why is it? Why does it have to be this way? Why do we have to take each other out? Why do we have to hold each other down? Why do we have to step on each other's neck? What is it? What is it? Now, I'm not saying step on other races' neck, because this you know, crime is wrong regardless of what color or race that you do it to. However, it just seems to be a recurring theme that we step on each other and we hurt each other and we take each other out. Black people, what you got to ask yourself, please ask yourself, why is it? Why does it have to be like this? You got a lot of people sitting in prison wishing that they could take back what they did, but by then it's too late. It's over with by then. I need y'all to dig deep. Now, for many, many years, I got to ask this question. I got to ask myself this question, for many, many years, Chicago, St. Louis, Baltimore, New Orleans, all these places that had the title of murder capital in the nation. Why is it now that the federal government is saying we're stepping into Memphis? According to statistics online, Memphis is not even the number one. This is what I found. So take it with its word, because the internet is a liar as well, but take it for what it's worth.
As of 2025, St. Louis, Missouri holds the
Hold on one second.
As of 2025, Memphis, Tennessee ranks among the U.S. cities with the highest homicide rates per capita. In 2024, Memphis recorded 202 homicides, placing it second in total homicides among major U.S. cities, just behind Los Angeles, which reported 226 homicides. When adjusted for population, Memphis's homicide rate is notably high. For instance, during the first half of 2024, Memphis, population approximately 630,000, reported 129 homicides. In comparison, Chicago, with a population of 2.7 million, recorded 271 homicides in the same period. This indicates that Memphis had a higher per capita homicide rate than Chicago during that time frame. In 2023, Memphis experienced its highest number of homicides on record, with 397 incidents. While there was a decrease in 2024, the city's homicide rate remains significantly elevated. These statistics highlight the ongoing challenges Memphis faces regarding violent crime, influenced by factors such as poverty, systemic inequality, and resource allocation.
It's a lot of systemic inequality. It's a lot of lack of resources in the Black community. For the most part, it is a very, very big problem. But for some of the part, we have to take responsibility ourselves. Nobody wants to take responsibility and accountability for what they do. All right. I'm a person that served 16 years to the door in prison, maybe like 17 and a half years total of my adult life in incarceration. However, this last time I had been, I have not even caught as much as caught a traffic ticket since I've been out. And I've been out over 11 years now. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say that it took all of that time to get my mind right. That's the main reason why I take this platform and I try to stir somebody in the right direction, man. If it's 100 people out there and I reach 1 or 2 or 3 of them, it was worth it. Those are the ones, 2s or 3s that was gonna be crawling through your grandmama window. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So when y'all be trying to share out all this negative stuff, you need to be looking for this positive stuff and share it out, because hey, you living good, you protected, or whatever. But what about somebody that's not in your house? What about one of your kids, grandkids? You know what I'm saying? What about your cousin? What about your sister that's not as protected as you are? So I need y'all to understand that we gotta, some kind of way, I don't see it happening, but some kind of way we gotta weed this damn negativity out the culture. We got to change the mindset. Hey, will it happen? Everybody don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But I did a lot to change my mindset, man, and to change the way I think, and to change the perception and the way I see things. I got out. I've been working maybe 1, 2, 3 jobs. I've owned businesses. I've lost businesses, did not return back to the streets. Is you know, I always said I'm not a school person. Guess what? I'm educating myself now. Self-education is so major. And it took me getting all the way to my age to realize that self-education was the way. You know what I'm saying? And it really unlocks. See, when you start to self-educate yourself, it unlocks other thought processes within you, and it makes you see things a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a school person. I dropped out. I do have a GED. I got some technical school experience and everything. However, school wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I was terrible in high school. I mean, I think I made it to the 10th grade. I might have made it a quarter of a way through the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because school wasn't for me at that time. You know, now I'm type of person that read books. I listen to audio books. Positivity. You got to start. It's kind of like artificial intelligence. If you put bad in, you're going to get bad out. You know what I'm saying? So if you're constantly listening to this crazy music with all these stupid lyrics, and you're always constantly doing this and doing that, that's the output you're gonna get. That's the mindset that you taking on. You know what I'm saying? So we as black people got to change our mindset. But this is the one that got cut off earlier. Memphis is not even currently the murder capital. I mean, Cash Patel say it is. Maybe they got up-to-date stats, but again, these are the cities.
As of 2025, St. Louis, Missouri holds the title of the murder capital of the United States, with a homicide rate of 69.4 per 100,000 residents, the highest among major U.S. cities. Other cities with notably high murder rates include Baltimore, Maryland, 51.1 per 100,000; New Orleans, Louisiana, 40.6 per 100,000; Detroit, Michigan, 39.7 per 100,000; 33.7 per 100,000. These rankings are based on per capita homicide rates, which provide a more accurate comparison of violence levels across cities of varying sizes. It's important to note that while cities like Chicago often report a higher total number of homicides, their per capita rates are lower due to larger populations. For instance, Chicago reported 573 homicides in 2024, the highest total in the nation, but its per capita rate was lower than that of St. Louis. In recent years, some cities have experienced fluctuations in their homicide rates. For example, Jackson, Mississippi, previously held the highest per capita homicide rate in the U.S. in 2022 and 2023, but saw a decline in 2024. These statistics highlight the ongoing challenges certain urban areas face regarding violent crime, influenced by factors such as poverty, systemic inequality, and resource allocation.
Yeah. So the big question is why? Why Memphis? Why now? We don't know. Only the federal government knows why they're choosing to come into Memphis. All right. But people, black people, y'all need to steer clear. Change, turn away. Yes, we all have done bad things. We all have done bad things, but you got to change your mindset. Turn away. Stop. Don't stop when it's too late. That's what a lot of us seem to want to do. Just when that one last time, if you would have stopped one time earlier than you previously did, you'll be okay. But you stopped one time too late, and now you got to pay the consequences with your life instead of just turning away. It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? So black people, I'm challenging y'all. I know a lot of the women is trying hard, but black man, y'all the leader. Y'all the leader. Women follow what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it is a mission to take the black man out. They want to demasculate you. You know what I'm saying? They want to tell you you're too hyper, you're too aggressive, you too this, you use too much force, you know, you too outspoken, you know, they want to tell you all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take out the head, the body falls. And that's why it has been a systematic theme to try to take out brothers in this country. But hey, I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? So it is imperative that you take your own situation and you fix your own situation, man, and find a better way. Because I think this thing in Memphis is gonna get a little nasty, man, and I just hate it. Wake up, black people. Thank you for tuning into XconMedia. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!